Grimm's sub count on his main channel hasn't changed in about a year, and factoring in his other controversies, it's safe to say that Grimm is on a sharp decline. It all started with Grimm getting kicked out of the Keeoh house, a tragic tale of betrayal and backstabbing. Don't fear a man who made 1,000 videos, fear a man who made one video 1,000 times. Twitch streamer Keeoh confirmed in November 2024 that his housemate Grimm, also a streamer, had moved out of the Keeoh house, stating that while nothing went wrong, their visions diverged and it was best for everyone to move on. I kindly ask you respect our decisions, as I believe this was best for everyone in the long run. To Keeoh, this was all fun and games, but to Grimm, this was devastating. Before getting kicked out, Grimm was essentially in hell, forced to make the same Sage video thousands of times in order to pay Keeoh's mortgage, forced to play against the likes of Keeoh and even Shanks. By 2025 Valorant standards, his second channel, Grimm Live, isn't even doing that bad. The views are consistent, but he has lost that same cultural impact he has once had. You can't even think of Sage without thinking of Grimm. He is iconic, and his playstyle is hated by many.
Oh, that's pissing me off.
Nah, this is cringe.
What if I just didn't go against Grimm?
Him? Who the f cares about Grimm?
This guy's fucking terrible. Stick to TikTok, you dog shit fuck.
Even your Uber Eats driver hates him.
Grimmo!
The only player who is known by streamers, pros, and Riot themselves. I swear I heard developers always considered Grimm walls when designing maps. Albeit iconic and even infamous, there are some cracks in the foundation.
Can I beat the biggest tryhard in Valorant, or will I expose myself? Expose myself. Expose myself.
In early January 2025, Grimm got into some heated Twitter drama. A girl pro got upset at Grimm for calling her, get this, a girl pro, in which Grimm made the fatal mistake of apologizing. Bro was writing paragraphs, and to make matters worse, Grimm doesn't even run that channel. It was an editor who did that, and he was catching all the heat. Give the editor a raise.
Like 2 or 3 girls come out from ranked, like high ranked girls, right? Like just girls that are playing in ranked type shit. You know, here and there. Coming out and saying that I was sexist to them in game, right? Not saying what I said, but just saying that I'm sexist to them in game and that I deserve to be called for this. And I was like, I was kind of confused. I was thinking about it. I was like, what did I say to these girls? I was confused. I was like, I'm not one to say they're bad because of girls. I'm not one to be that kind of guy. That's not who I am, really. I'm not. But I was digging. I was like, what did I do? And I found 2 of these people's response under somebody else's response. And they said that the sexist thing that I did, chat, was call them bad, right?
They hated Jesus because he told them the truth. Despite ultimately coming out on top of that situation, Grimm did lose a lot of aura, which I will have to gain back, which is why. This video is sponsored by Temu. Whoa, Temu's end year sale is here. If you haven't downloaded or used Temu yet, now's the perfect time. You got free gifts using my code. Go ahead and download Temu from your app store and enter my code DXA9239. Access the event page. Then you can pick around 3 to 10 items of your choice. For instance, I picked some of these ones. Then, once you make a qualifying purchase, those selected items will be delivered together with your order. Totally free. Now, if you're planning to shop this year-end sale, this Temu gift promotion is honestly one of the best deals out there. And fear not, if you're already a Temu user, Temu will give you a $20 coupon linked in my description box. Just click the link below to claim it. And Temu isn't only full of slop, they got some high-end tech products too that are actually pretty sick. Bro, they even got a Temu excavator, for crying out loud. What else do you need? What are you waiting for? These coupons and gifts are time limited, so don't forget to use my code DXA9239 to get the free goods, because honestly, you never know what you'll find. Thank you, Temu, for sponsoring today's video. Getting essentially evicted from the Keeoh house had a much darker and psychological impact on Grimm's psyche. Literally death by 1,000 cuts. And to make matters worse, Keeoh's other roommate Shiro was staying.
Welcome to the first ever Cowboy to Immortal episode, where I'm gonna be using only the Cowboy Sheriff and taking a fresh account all the way to Immortal.
Grimm was a man of principle and rejected the speedrun content outright, and that cost him deeply. He lived with Keeoh for about 2 years and 2 months, which is 26 months. Assuming he paid $1,000 in rent, he gave Keeoh 26 grand, while Grimm was left with nada. Keeoh, the landlord, capitalized, making hundreds of thousands of dollars off California equity. Being exploited by your landlord is honestly devastating, and now Grimm is forced forced to stream Valorant in its pretty much worst state in order to survive and pay his bills. And that's the thing, Grim isn't the guy to give up. Despite hitting a peak in 2022, his numbers have stayed incredibly consistent despite Valorant kind of falling off. And that's after being brutally betrayed by his former friends. Despite the torment inflicted by Keeoh, Grim is in a happy relationship of over 3 years and he seems genuinely happy. It's not that Grim is falling off, it's that the platform's evolving. He isn't really adapting his content to the new YouTube meta, and what he did 3 years ago might not work as well today. The issue with a game like Valorant is that they're always going to be updating. They're going to keep adding agents, and the novelty of Sage Walls will fade even more over time. The video formats are predictable, and it almost feels like Grim is experiencing burnout himself due to him focusing primarily on his second channel, which is edited by somebody else.
Hey guys, my name is Shanks_TTB, and this is how you counter Grim on split.
Yeah, my fault.
He's going to want to pre-aim right about here. He's going to
Be
wall up.
You're not gonna get blinded.
Can
you notice? Yeah, yes.
You can even see subtle cries for help. After 4 years of Sage, I quit. Valorant is fun again.
Stop the cap!
Attaching your whole career to a video game, let alone a character, is honestly a risky move because, yeah, your whole career sort of depends on the popularity of the video game. And this trend continues practically with every other one-trick in Valorant. Flex Ninja, Average, Jonas, Flights quit years ago, you name it. Valorant in general is a game designed to just sell you overpriced pixel slop. And even creators like Grim are practically forced to advertise their sloppy skins because that's all there is in this game. That's the whole substance of it. And while the walls are still culturally relevant, is that enough to last forever? With new games coming out every year, I strongly doubt that Valorant will ever reach the peak it hit in 2022. And in general, Valorant is sort of a cornball game now. You don't want to be caught playing Valorant. And it's not like the viewers are bored of Grim. Grim's a very entertaining guy, to be fair. They're just kind of bored of the format. Hit a clip, get a pros reaction, rinse and repeat. Although the walls brought him success, they literally walled him into a niche. And that's just the grim reality of things. Everyone who's stuck with Valorant either peaked or plateaued, and there's no debate in that. Truth be told, if it wasn't for VCT, Valorant would have already flatlined. GG, dead in the water. Holy moly, we got the inside drama scoop with Keeoh talking about how bad Grim really was.
Grim? Oh, I got no complaints. Appreciate the time he was here. W Mans. I actually should probably hit him up sometime. We haven't hung out recently. WestJett, on the other hand, oh my gosh, this guy will not leave me alone. Every time he calls me, he's like asking for money or he's drunk. I think the last time he called me, he doesn't even remember it. So yeah, anyway, I wouldn't really be caught supporting someone like that in the ways of buying merch or, yeah, pretty much buying merch, I think is like the main way I wouldn't support someone like that. So yeah.
Hey, that's proof only real gangstas wear our merch. As you heard for yourself, truly devastating drama, and I genuinely can't believe Keeoh did Grim like that. I have no beef with Grim. Grim's genuinely a good guy. I just had no video ideas and I needed to pay my rent. Anyway, if you enjoyed this video, like, comment, and subscribe, and I genuinely appreciate you if you made it all the way to the end of an era.